Crystal here. I'm coming to you just to kind of explain a little bit of why I wanted to come to YouTube along with Zoe. Um, when I first found out that Zoe was transgender, she came to me a few months back, and I wanted to be supportive, but at the same time, I was scared because I felt like I was losing a piece of what I thought that I was getting when I married that man. And then I realized that even though he was changing, and even though I was viewing him differently and seeing the tendencies that he was pointing out to me, and then I realized that just because he was changing doesn't mean that our love was going to change. It doesn't mean that I wasn't going to love him the same way. Um, I can't speak for my future. I can't speak for our future. But in my eyes, I love her just the same way that I loved him. I've loved him for over 18 years, so I hope that we can carry on that with loving that love in our future, and that this doesn't change us, because we aren't the typical couple. We're very unique. We don't live by the norms most of the time. So why does this have to define us either? Um, when I first turned to YouTube, I was looking for other couples, looking for other wives, looking for inspiration, anything, guidance. And I wasn't finding much. And when I did find some, it was um, very supportive, but then they would stop posting. And I would always wonder if it was because they didn't work, or if it was because they did work and they just didn't continue with the vlogging. So I'm hoping that with us turning to YouTube, that we can use this to kind of help ourselves build and really get our feelings out and be able to really digest what is going on in our lives. But I'm hoping that maybe it can also help other people, because it seems like a lot of my life, that's a lot what I do, is I always try to help others. So I hope that this will help. But other things that we're kind of hoping to do is maybe bring our kids into the videos and let you guys see, and maybe we can talk to them and find out how they're doing with all of this, because that was another big thing and roadblock that we came into when we wanted to talk to them and explain to them about daddy being transgender and daddy turning into a woman. And it seems a whole lot easier when you're explaining that to a young child, because they're more accepting. Their minds haven't been molded and corrupt, or not corrupt, but their minds haven't been molded and set into what they believe yet. So it seems easier to explain and have them understand and accept, where we have a 10 and 11-year-old, and they are a little older, and they have their own opinions, and they have their own judgment, and so we see that, we want to see how that will affect in our lives, of how this is going to affect them, and how hopefully opening up our household into this very accepting household will let them feel comfortable into being whoever they want to be, and knowing that they will never have to fear judgment from us. But I hope that this all will help. I hope that these videos will not just start and end. I hope that we kind of continue this, because I think that this can be very beneficial. And I hope that you guys enjoy them. But I will try to post videos maybe once a week, or we'll see what schedule we can get started. And we'll go from there. Bye, YouTube.